Welcome to a free day of my life in New York City. That honestly sounds like an oxymoron, like New York City and free, literally the most expensive city. Like, it feels sometimes like you step outside and you're just $100 out of your bank account. But even though the city's really expensive, there are quite a few free things that you could take advantage of. So I figured, why not challenge myself and do an entire day of free things? So that's what today is. I have a few things in mind already that I want to do, but I'm also just kind of going with the flow. So if I find something that comes up and it's free and it's cool, I'm down to explore. But I think it'll be really fun. I've done this before, I just haven't made a YouTube video of it, so I thought it would be fun to bring you along. I've lived on and off in New York for the past 7 years, so I know a lot of good places, but I still feel like there's always somewhere new to explore. So I also want to try venturing into some other boroughs today. I think it'll be super fun. If you live in New York, you might get ideas of free things to do, and if you don't live in New York, you might be entertained and give you ideas of what to do in your city. I actually got the idea because my apartment sometimes does free breakfast. They're doing free breakfast today, so I was like, why don't I try to do my whole entire day free? So now let's go back in time to this morning when I started my day.
I started my morning with Pilates. You're not allowed to film in there, so here's my treadmill cool down. Bonus points if you guess the song I was singing, but it's not technically free because I pay for my gym, but it doesn't cost any extra to do more classes, so I figured why not do one.
Good morning. I'm rushing to get presentable real quick just so I can head down to breakfast. My building does some free breakfast days every month, and today is that day and I don't want to miss it, especially because I'm fiending for coffee. So let's go check it out.
They had a hot and iced coffee bar and some pastries and stuff.
Okay, I'm back. I brought my food because it was so quiet in there. Like, it felt like I was in a library and I just felt so awkward talking and filming. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get my stuff and head back up to my apartment. But I got this iced coffee. I forgot to put ice in it, and then once I put the cold coffee in, I was afraid that if I put ice it would like splash and make a mess, which is just so something I would do. So I was like, you know what, I don't need ice. So this is just cold coffee with barista oat milk, and then I got an everything bagel, and this is with, I guess this is veggie cream cheese. I thought it was chive, but it looks like it also has peppers and some other stuff. I don't know, it looked good. A very New York breakfast coffee and a bagel. Let's do a taste test. This is actually very, very good coffee. I need to find out what coffee they use. This is good. Okay, let's try the bagel and see how this cream cheese is. I like it. I'll chew so you don't have to see me chewing with my mouth open. It's good. It's like salty, but it has a lot of flavor in it. I need to find out what this is too, because I'm definitely getting this. Oh, my battery's about to die. But until it dies, I figure we could sit here and chit chat while I eat my breakfast. I don't know what the plans are this weekend. Ever since it started getting like below 50s, I've been very hesitant about making plans. Because you never know, it could be like a warm 40s or a freezing 40s, and I don't want to leave the house when it's a freezing 40s. I'm already trying to figure out how many free trips I could possibly take with my credit card points to get out of New York while it's freezing cold this winter. Like, if there's a week where it's 20 degrees, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna use my points, book a free flight to Mexico, and just get out. Even though I was born and raised in Florida, I've been in New York 7 years, which I feel like makes me officially a New Yorker. I feel like I identify as a New Yorker because I never even liked Florida growing up there, and I always just wanted to live in New York. Oh, I had a little seed on my lip. But the one time I'm like, no, I'm from Florida, is dealing with this cold weather because I'm just not used to it. Like, in Florida, even on Christmas, it'll be like 80 degrees. It's hot. I have pit stains. So to go from that to like 14 degrees, like, no thanks, I will pass. But y'all know me, I like to do everything for free, so that's why I'm getting all my credit card stuff set up now, getting my points up so I can just do some trips whenever it's super cold. It's like a win-win. Is it just me, or does food taste so much better when it's free? Like, the fact that I didn't have to pay for this, I'm savoring every bite. I'm like, yes, this is amazing. But I also think it actually is just really good. Honestly, shout out to my building. I do really like it here. Like, I love this building more than any other place I've lived. Actually, most places I haven't even liked at all, and I just love it here. Also, everyone here is super nice, and I'm not used to it because I feel like in New York, people are more kind of like mind your businessy, but here people are like pretty friendly. So I'm really hoping when my lease ends, they don't raise the rent on me so that I could stay. But just in case, I've been keeping an eye on some other places I like, seeing what units open up, because you just never know here. The worst rent increase I probably had was one time I was living 3 of us in a 1-bedroom apartment, which was $4,000 total, which to me was already insane, but we were splitting it. Okay, fine. When our lease was up, they raised it to over $6,000. $6,000 for a 1-bedroom? Yeah, so now that I think about it, I've never lived in a New York apartment longer than 1 year because they are always just raising the rent an insane amount, and then it's like, oh, time to move to a new neighborhood, new building where I can afford. Like, a lot of places will throw in a free month if you're a new tenant. Like, here, I got a free month. My friend referred me, so I got a referral credit. So I ended up getting the rent for like hundreds of dollars a month lower. Anyways, one thing about me, I will always always finesse, so I'll figure something out, but I really hope I can stay here because I do love it. Okay, I'm gonna go charge my battery while I finish this, and then we'll figure out what I'm doing for the rest of the day. That was actually a much smoother way for me to get off camera, but if we're being honest, it's because this coffee is hitting me, so I need to run to the bathroom. See y'all. Next stop is the New York Public Library. I love bringing my laptop here and working in their research rooms because you have to be quiet and they only let in people who are doing work. So it's a really good place to focus and study, and it's completely free. It's also like so beautiful. It makes me feel like I'm at Harvard or Hogwarts or something.
So this is it inside the library. You see what I'm saying? It's so old-timey and beautiful, and there's tourists here, but once you go in the research rooms, it's just people working.
I'm stopping into Bryant Park. It's right next to the library, and they have the whole winter village set up.
They have an ice skating rink and a Christmas tree, and it's actually free to use the rink if you bring your own skates, or you could rent them.
My personal favorite hobby is just to watch and see who falls. This is one of my favorite winter activities in New York. Like, it's so fun. It just feels so festive. And there's all different kinds of fun little shops and stuff to look at. It's a really great place if you're looking for gifts because they have ornaments and stuff like that. I got this cool book clock one time. They literally recycled an old hardcover book and turned it into a clock that works. But I love it here. I come at least once a week. I'm gonna pick up Nobu for dinner, but it's actually free. I get 15 bucks in Uber cash every month from my credit card, so I figured I might as well treat myself tonight. My favorite sushi roll from Nobu is 14 bucks, so it's gonna be free. I actually haven't been to Nobu in a while because I made a video about how to get Nobu for cheap and they saw it and they called me out last time I went there, so I've been scared to go since, but I couldn't resist my free roll, so let's go get it and see how it is. Came back home, got some Nobu. They did not clock me as the person who made the cheap Nobu video. I was afraid I was gonna get interrogated because when I went in, they asked for my name for the pickup and I said Gianna, and then they asked for my last name and I gave my real last name, not my middle name, but apparently I ordered under my middle name, so then they got suspicious of me. But it was all good. I told them what roll I ordered and they're like, okay, so it is you. I'm like, how many people are coming in pretending to be Gianna getting an order? Like, but anyways, I got my yellowtail jalapeno roll, my favorite one, and then I made this chicken ramen soup and some edamame to go with it. They also give you a very fancy Nobu napkin, and I get my yuzu soy sauce, which is amazing. I'm not gonna lie, this feels very luxurious, but it was super cheap. I'm rushing to get all bundled up because I'm about to go on the Staten Island ferry, which is basically like a free sunset boat cruise if you want, and it runs like every 30 minutes, so I want to try to catch the next one so I can watch the sunset. I haven't really taken it. I took it one time, but it was an accident, so I wasn't even paying attention, and it's just because I got off on the wrong stop. So today I'm gonna do it as a fun little free boat ride. The only problem is I get extreme seasickness and I can't find my meds anywhere, so we're just gonna chance it. But real quick, here's the outfit of the day. Got this headband from Amazon and it perfectly matches this TNA top. And then get this, I'm wearing sweatpads in my shirt. You can't even tell I'm wearing them, but I just got these and I swear they're the best life hack. It's like a pad, but it's super thin and there's a sticky side that sticks to your shirt and the other side like absorbs your sweat, and that way you never get pit stains. I sweat so much and I would get so embarrassed of my pit stains and not want to wear long sleeve or short sleeve shirts. I would just always wear tank tops, but now it's too cold, so I found these and they're literally a lifesaver. Normally I sweat through the shirt in 2 minutes, but I've been wearing it all day and like nothing. Anyways, life hack for you. And then I'm wearing these high-waisted Levi's. I've got my navy New Balances, and of course when it's cold I always throw on my Aritzia Super Puff. Okay, let's go.
I made it onto the ferry just in time, and then I found out that some boats don't have an outdoor upstairs, but I did find like an outdoor part on the side, and I asked this lady, oh, do you mind if I stand here? Don't let me block you. And then this guy stands in front of me and blocks every picture I'm trying to take. Saw the Statue of Liberty, and then I decided to go into Staten Island.
I'm now walking on the side of the road because I guess I don't know how to use the bus. I barely ever take the bus. I'm more of a subway girl. I thought when your stop is coming up, you pull down on the thing, but then they let me off right then and there, so I thought I was at the stop. No, it's 5 minutes up, so I'm just walking on the side of the road. At least it's a beautiful view, and I hope I don't get lost. I've never even been to Staten Island. It actually is super pretty here though. Like, Staten Island needs more hype. This is my formal apology to Staten Island because I just really did not know how beautiful it was. Like, it actually is so nice, and this is just a random road. I found a free botanical garden, so let's go explore. Look how pretty this is. One of my favorite things about New York, like, I love how it's full of people, but it's so fun when you find an area that's like quiet and kind of deserted and you just get to explore and be by yourself, and it's like the perfect weather outside. This is such a nice day. I'm so happy, especially because I'm from Florida. I just love everything about fall and the seasons changing. Oh, I hear a Staten Island guy on a motorcycle. Should I check him out? These cottages look like they belong in a fairy tale. Like, I want to move in. Pete Davidson, where you at though? Look how pretty it is out here. I'm so obsessed. I love it. I need to know who's out here giving Staten Island a bad rep because I'm ready to pack my bags and move into that cottage.
I took the ferry back home. It has a really pretty view at night too.
I made it back home from the ferry. That's basically it for my day. I honestly had so much fun, and I've done this before where I try to do an entire day for free, but I think I just want to start doing it more often. I don't know, I feel like the whole thing is a win-win because I'm saving money, but I'm also like exploring New York City and trying out new things. Like, I had just as much fun today as the days where I go shopping. So I definitely am going to try to make this a regular thing, but let me know if you want to do more videos about it and I can show all the other free things I like to do in New York City. But I would honestly give this a 10 out of 10 day, and especially Staten Island. Like, see, I never went to Staten Island before. I just never expected it to be that that awesome. So just the fact that I was challenging myself to do all free stuff, I actually went and explored and I ended up loving it so much more than I thought, and now I'm gonna go out there more. But I think it's a really fun thing to do, and I know my credit card is thanking me. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!